BB851, turn right heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
Hi everyone, I thought I'd just mention that videos are not coming daily, as what I'm trying to do is let some videos breathe so you can go back and watch. I've actually noticed a huge difference, so thank you very much for the support on that. Anyway, today's video is on Virgin Atlantic. The airline has indeed been plotting its expansion for some time now. While their route portfolio is extensive enough, thanks to the likes of Delta, they've in recent days outlined a major expansion that would actually take place when London Heathrow's own expansion, including the third runway, is finally completed. There's a number of brand new routes, so what I'll do now is put the graphic up on the screen. As you can see, Virgin Atlantic plans to expand across the world, with destinations like Sydney, Auckland, Cape Town, Moscow, Calgary, Santiago, and so many more all on their radar. Virgin Atlantic aims, once the expansion is complete, to serve just over 100 destinations worldwide. This would include domestic European services, of which I'll be getting into shortly for you all, and also long-haul services that I just mentioned. There's a total of 84 destinations that Virgin Atlantic plans to add across the world, with 35 of them being international, as you probably saw from the graphic earlier. Moving into Europe and the domestic sector, Virgin Atlantic wants to add 12 domestic and 37 European destinations to its portfolio, and as you can see, we've got the likes of Cork, Newcastle, Aberdeen, Liverpool, Oslo, Budapest, Zurich, Milan, Rome, Istanbul, Madrid, and so on. Frankly, there's so many more. Germany, just from looking at this map, is also set to be a hotspot for the airline, with England also being strengthened. While these expansion plans are fantastic to have, they do rest on some important things that come directly from the major expansion of Heathrow. As you've probably heard me say before, expanding out of Heathrow isn't exactly something that's easy at the moment. Slots are indeed at their capacity, so to purchase one is near on impossible for some airlines, and there's also issues with the timing. Virgin Atlantic has urged London Heathrow, when completing this expansion, to schedule slots and also allocate them in a way that could see Virgin Atlantic properly rival British Airways as the second flag carrier. Virgin Atlantic does make mention of the recent disaster with strikes at BA. However, they do say that their own expansion plans really can't be met today in 2019 or even next year in 2020 because of the way the slots and allocations are structured to benefit British Airways specifically. The Virgin Atlantic chief executive went on to say, Heathrow has been dominated by one airline group for far too long. The third runway is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to change that status quo and create a second flag carrier. Changing the way takeoff and landing slots are allocated for this unique and vital increase in capacity at the nation's hub airport will create the right conditions for competition and innovation to thrive. What are your thoughts on Virgin's goal to expand? Do you believe it's a realistic goal? Do you also think that the way Heathrow is structuring their own slots at this point in time is really favouring the likes of British Airways, and maybe even an expansion would help Virgin Atlantic? Do you think they deserve that right? Let me know. Thank you very much for joining me, and I look forward to you all joining me in the next one.